Hello and welcome to your initiation into the Aliyah Mystery School. I am so honored to have you here. I am so deeply humbled by your commitment to waking up, to your commitment to yourself, and your commitment to taking responsibility for your journey, and your willingness to step out and say, yeah, I want something different. I know that I'm different. I know that I'm here for something greater. I know that there is potential laying wait within me that I have not seen, and I am ready to experience and to live and to expand upon that potential. I honor you for taking the time and the energy and making the commitment to step into this. All right? So first things first, as part of your initiation, I want you to really understand that this journey, first and foremost, is for you, it's about you, and it's led by you. All right? So this is not a group coaching school. This is not going to be hand-holding. This is not for anyone who's spiritually dabbling. Okay? This is for the people who are saying, I am ready to take full and complete responsibility for my own life, my own journey, and my own awakening. Okay? So this is not a place to come to find a guru to follow so that you can be a student for the rest of your life. The intention behind this mystery school, this Aliyah mystery school, is to create masters. You are here to become a master. And the first step in mastery, true mastery, is to let go of trying to impress a teacher, let go of trying to be or do or follow anything that anyone is telling you to be, do, or follow, is to completely let go of the impulse or the need to have somebody explain things to you, to make teachings, universal teachings, make relative sense in your life, to completely let go of abdicating your responsibility of what you choose to do with this information onto anyone, and to completely take responsibility for yourself. That you will do what you feel called to do because you feel called to do it, and for no other reason than that. That you will take the information that resonates with you, that you will experiment with it, and that you will drop it if it doesn't work, that you will keep going if it does, and that this is all about you. That you will respect where you're at, that if information is presented that you know feels above your level, above where you're at right now, a little bit over your head, a little bit intimidating, not quite right, that you won't take it. Okay? This is not a school where you will be pushed to be anyone or anything. This is about having access to this higher information and then you taking responsibility for what you're going to do with it. Okay? So you right now are taking a vow that you are fully responsible for your journey. That you are fully responsible for what you do with this information. That you are fully responsible for the information you integrate, the information you reject, the information you use, the information you don't. That you are fully responsible to yourself. That if something is not working, you will stop. That if you think something is working, you will be very, very in tune to make sure that it actually is. And that if anything is causing you detriment, that you will quit. Okay? And so this is 100% for you, by you, and you are stepping in here saying you are an adult. You are no longer a spiritual child. You are a spiritual adult who is seeking this information for yourself, knowing that you are the only one that can steer your ship. All right? So that is your first initiation, that you take complete and full responsibility for your journey from here on out. The second initiation is that you commit to loving yourself fully. That you commit to understanding that the information in these videos must always be filtered through the understanding that you are perfect. That all of this information, if it makes you feel bad about yourself, or like there's something wrong with you, or something that you need to fix about yourself, that is a filter. Okay, that right there is letting you know that that's a filter that needs to be loved. None of this information is meant to make you feel bad about yourself. Okay, so if it does, you commit to taking the time to loving the one who feels that they are being scolded or like they're being told they're wrong or that they're bad or that they've done something wrong or bad, and you're going to say, no, I am an adult. I have done what I have done because I knew that was the best I knew at the time. That every step that you have taken has been important for your journey. Nothing has been a mistake. You have done nothing wrong, and there never has been and never will be anything wrong with you. So if anything ever makes you feel that way, that you use your foundational self-love tools. You stop listening to the videos, you go and love that one, and you come back when you can hear the information without hearing blame. Okay? So those are the two most important initiations that I can give you. Now, in the walls of this school, the Aliyah School of Awakening, the Mystery School of Aliyah, you are going to be presented with everything that I have come to learn and will continue to learn about what it takes to truly awaken to our complete potential. We are going to have very intense, very real talks. We are going to explore the realities of the kinds of life that we can live and that the kinds of life that we cannot live when we're really trying to be life generating. We're going to get very honest about what is appropriate physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And we're going to do it all, again, with this foundation of self-love and respect for the journey and where we're at on the journey. So there is no pushing, there is no forcing, there is no trying to run to a place that we're not at. It is all about taking steps. We all acknowledge together that this awakening is an evolution, is a stair-step evolution. You are only ever going to build upon what you know. So we are not rushing anywhere. We're staying at our level and we're going further. Last, you are understanding that this is not a place where you are going to get your hand held. Okay? You are now taking responsibility for integrating the information that you hear, taking what I am going to be offering, which is the universal understanding, and you figuring out how it applies to you in the relative. Okay? So if you're struggling with a concept and how it relates to you, you're not going to ask for an example of how it relates to you. You're going to figure that out. All right? We are here to support each other. We're going to have a community for discussion. We're going to have a community for sharing our experiences. There's still going to be the Facebook group where everybody gets to participate and share and express together. But we are not coming to each other for answers anymore. This is the big key. We are coming together to take this journey, this individual journey, together. The universal principles apply to you in a way, in a very specific way, that only you can figure out. So if you're struggling with anything, if you're feeling triggered by something, if something feels like it's way over your head, if something feels like you don't understand how this applies or what this means, good, right? Allow for these panics and these emotional crises and these existential crises to come up. This is the path, and then you stick with it, all right? You are going to have the inclination to ask for help a lot. And this is, again, not to say you can't ask for help, but we are not here to give each other answers. We are here to support one another in finding our own answers, okay? So this school, Aliyah, is Hebrew. It's a Hebrew name for one who is ascending. So the school is not named after me, even though I go by the same name, Aliyah. This school is named after anybody who is wishing to awaken, to ascend. So this school is not about creating students. I do not want you to be a follower of mine. I am here to support you in becoming the master that you are. You are a master awakening. You have the answers within you. Everything that I'm going to share with you, you already know. I'm going to remind you of what you already know, and then you are going to figure out how it applies to you and how to apply it to your real life in the physical realm so that it actually means something. You are here to have an experience of transcendence, an experience of ascension, an experience of awakening. It is no more the time to read esoteric books and to think that sounds nice and to think, that was for ancient times or that was for people who live in caves all day. And what we are evolving the universal truths, the spiritual truths into the 21st century. You are meant to have experiences where you hear the voice of God, where you know things you couldn't possibly have known, where you understand the universal principles and how to create the life you want to create, where you know who you are, what you're here to do, and how you're here to do it, and where you have figured all of this out for yourself, where you have taken the reins. You have said, I am the master of my ship, I am the master of my life, I am capable of creating the being that I know that I am, and that you will take this information and use it for that. All right? So you are now initiated into the Aliyah Mystery School, a school for anyone who wants to ascend. You are now evolved past spirituality being an intellectual practice. You are evolved past trying to fit into culture. You are evolved past trying to fit into your family. And you are ready to start to understand who and what you really are and how we must live in order to be life generating. You are ready for intense conversation. You are ready for deep mystical knowledge. And you're ready to start to connect with all of who you are, all of what reality is, and all of what you came here to experience, express, and create. You are here to evolve God. You are the next iteration on life itself, if you so choose. And so if you got this far and you still want to be here, you're in. I welcome you to the school. Thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing your energy. Thank you for bringing the one thing that you are that nobody else is. And I look forward to seeing you in the halls of the Aliyah Mystery School.